Girls who make fun of short guys are insecure about how tall they are. I've noticed girls are more insecure about how tall they are than they'd like to admit. It makes sense. We are often depicted as small and helpless. I'm 5'4" and even I sometimes feel too tall for my posture. I feel like that's the reason girls make fun of short guys. It's also always girls above 5'4" or 5'5". Ain't no 5'2" demanding their man to be above 6 feet tall. It's to somehow justify their own height or something. Edit. Okay, so this really blew up and I cannot read everything, but I just want to say I'm not dogging at all on tall women. I was trying to word girls often feel too tall even when they aren't, and they can reflect that in pretty nasty ways onto shorter people, mainly men. Don't feel too tall, please. I don't think all tall women dog on short men. That wasn't my intention. Smiley face. Wear 6-inch heels and big hair and be beautiful, and remember, a height difference doesn't matter whether it's friends or a man's. Thanks, love. Another edit. I wish I could edit the title, but a lot of commenters are saying it's often short girls too. I've personally never experienced. But it kind of stays the same. Insecurity about one's own height. Ain't no 5'2" demanding their man to be above 6 feet tall. I was talking to a girl who was 4 feet 9 inches and said I wasn't tall enough for her, even though I am a foot taller. Basically every person who makes fun of another person for reasons of physical appearance are insecure. Ain't no 5'2" demanding their man to be above 6 feet tall. LMAO what? Yes, there fucking is. You're wrong. Girls who make fun of short guys just can't emphasize because height matters very little when you're a woman. The same girls are usually very compassionate with their fat girlfriends. I disagree. They make fun of shorter guys as they know it's a sore point. I've also found in my personal experience, that the shorter the girl the taller they want their guy to be. It's funny how body positivity only seems to apply to things you can control, like weight and body hair. You think it would make way more sense for body positivity to apply to things you can't control, like baldness, height, and dick size. It seems a bit backwards to me is all. If it were up to me, people wouldn't make fun of each other for anything relating to appearance. That's middle school shit. I mean, 5 feet 4 inches is like the average height for women in the US. A lot of women have rigid height preferences, but my observation has been that those women are usually way shorter than I am. I don't make fun of people for height, but people have definitely cracked their jokes about mine. C'est la vie. I'm almost 6 and wear heels every day. All my partners have been shorter than me. I'm not so insecure about my height because it provided me opportunities at a young age that overshadowed any teasing. Yeah, I was an attractive average height guy. I had 5'10" girls come onto me, but 5'4" and shorter girls would snub me saying they wanted a 6 foot plus guy. As a 5 feet 5 inches dude, I agree. Height is a big insecurity for men in the same way weight is an insecurity for women. Not, they're just assholes. Body shaming is ridiculous, but you're just mocking me because you're insecure. Just look like a way to feel better after being mocked. And what's with it with women making fun of a guy's height and dick length, but when he addresses her weight, something she can change, it's sexism. I agree with what you are saying about covering up insecurity. I will disagree slightly about the 5 feet 2 inches girl not demanding her man be 6 feet 2 inches because I've seen it time and again. To your point, it has to do with insecurity. In this case, these girls are insecure because they are so short. I've also noticed that a lot of these shorter girls are on the heavier side as well. When I was younger, I was really into working out and had a very large and muscular physique, which seemed to attract as many fat women as it did women who were in shape. Even though you might think that being with a muscular, in shape guy would trigger the insecurities of an overweight woman, it seemed to cover up those insecurities for some of them. It's not that different from the 98-pound dork guy wanting the beautiful girl with large breasts to compensate for his own lack of physical attractiveness. A girl, 5'3", once said, while I, 5'8", was standing next to her, that she thought that a boy, 5'10", was too short for her to date. Honestly, I drank, but it was pretty disrespectful to say that while she knew I was listening. This is a huge red flag for me, not that I would date her anyways, I'm gay, which she didn't know, but if she has such standards then I pity the poor guys who care and get hurt by an attitude like this. Bruh, I was talking with a girl on Snap, she asked how tall I am, I said 5'9" and she ghosted me. I don't think it's particularly their height that they're insecure about. It's really size in general. Most women want to feel small and dainty compared their significant other. Not saying it's right or wrong, it's just the reality for a lot of women. I notice quite the opposite. As a 6 feet girl I've never made fun of short men and neither do most of my tall friends. It's something you can't control. 90% of short girls I know have ridiculous height standards. I'm 5 feet 4 inches and I like shorter guys. My husband is 5 feet 6 inches. To be honest, most women I know don't care about height. This must be a recent thing. Saying that I live in Northeast England and men tend to be shorter up here, that's fine because so are us women. Edit. Grammar. As a tall girl I got so much shit from other girls about being tall. My height was never an issue until someone else brought it up. It was painfully obvious that me being tall somehow made them feel insecure about their own height, and they then needed to project that onto me, as if that's my problem. It would be very easy for someone who was tall to become insecure because of this. I'm 5'6" but I compensate by flying airplanes. Who's short now? You look like ants from up here. Super short chicks like men to fight their battles for them. They turn men against each other and are essentially a liability to have around in my opinion. Fucking cries in 5'2" male. I'm 5 feet 2 inches and I've never in my life wanted a man who's 6 tall, nor have I seen the appeal. It goes both ways. I'm 5'11" and I was made fun of all my life for being tall but never fired back, and no, it isn't easier because I'm a girl and am like a model or whatever. I know it's because of insecurity, and I absolutely sympathize with short men who have experienced people being outright cruel because of height. But it's not just girls doing this, anyone has the capacity for cruelty. Can I give the opposite of this? I'm 5 feet 8 inches and have dated guys the same height as me in the past. It starts out okay but after a while seem to turn into why are you wearing heels or why are you standing up straight? You're trying to make me look short. I never had an issue with it but these experiences made me think twice in future relationships. Husband is 6 feet 5 inches. Judgment tends to come from a place of insecurity in general. I think it's also the fact that some people are just mean in general. People who make fun of others for things that they have no control over are weak-minded people who've had it too easy going in life, and probably other factors such as bad parenting and bad influences from people in their life.